Hi guys. Hi Sal, hi Meg. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Whoopsies. Okay. I need to drink water. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Guys, here's the plan. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. This case is extremely short, so we're gonna cram it all in one stream. Hopefully. With no technical difficulties. Knock on wood. There you go. I knocked on wood. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this case doesn't make me as insane as the last one, because Jesus Christ. That sucked. I hated it. For those who want nice try. For those who want a recap of the third case, basically it was the tiger guy. He did it. And apparently it was all a huge phony. Like the tiger guy and excuse me, Viola. Oh wow, what a surprise. I know, but it was so confusing because apparently the crime happened earlier without any witnesses, and Armstrong was forced to keep his mouth shut, the weird French chef, and then they recreated the crime scene just so that there was a witness. And then they all tried to pin it on Maggie. So, yep. It was stupid. It was so stupid. I'm so glad that I'm done with that case. I don't have to do a French accent anymore. It's great. Okay, anyways. We're gonna jump right on into it. There is only a part 1-1 and a part 1-2 of trial for this case, and then that's it. And then case 5 is, of course, the longest. I'm your younger brother's favorite! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. It feels so weird being somebody's favorite. What? Oh my god! Alright. Okay, chat. Also, if there's a lot of stream delay this stream, since there's 2 parts of this first trial, if there's a shit ton of stream delay before we get to the end of part 1, then we're gonna split the stream into 2. So that part 1 will be one stream and part 2 will be other. That's only if we have a shit ton of stream delay. Just so that we can get things back on track. Okay! Chat, are we ready? We're getting into it. Yeah! The girl! Let her go! We watched this previously. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. BAM! Okay, also, Phoenix is in the hospital during this. He's got an IV bag right next to him. Look at this! What'd he do? I'm so confused. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I had ever met. Okay. So are Mia, and Phoenix is in the hospital. Awesome. Okay. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Hey, dude. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing. I swear, I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So great topic choice, Mia. Jesus. So why did you escape anyway? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Yeah, why are you eating that thing like it's chocolate? Dude, you're gonna break one of your teeth. I didn't do nothing! I didn't kill nobody! I never lied! I didn't escape from nowhere! But, Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry. I told a little lie. He's crying! Jesus! Oh, boy. But anyway, I didn't do it! I never killed nobody! I'm sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? I'm really sorry! They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell ya! That woman, she lied in her testimony, that's why I got the death penalty! I swear it! I didn't kill her! I could never do that! 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. And about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left! She was alive! It's true! I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Ha! Whoa! Hi there! Godot? You've got the hair and the mustache. And he's literally wearing the same shirt, except it's a recolor. Godot? Excuse me? Huh? Okay. You're not gonna figure out the truth just by staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where's Mr. Grossberg? Ha! That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? Armando. Diego Armando. Never mind, I guess it's not Godot. What? He's got the same style of hair, except it's not white. And he's got the same beard and everything. I'm so confused! Diego Armando. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? No, you've got it all wrong. Today you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine. An escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it though. Huh, relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation of a genius since beginning his law career. Edgeworth. It's Edgeworth. No way. It's Edgeworth. It's Edgeworth. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Okay, so we have a possible past Godot working with us. Basically, he's our Maya, right? This is a possible past Godot, and our prosecutor is Edgeworth. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Where is he? Come on! Show his face! Yes! Oh, we have the Judge Reskin as well. Great. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ah! Young Edgeworth! He's just a little baby! The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers? Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. His outfit looks a bit different too. It does. It looks very fancy schmancy. I feel like he's taking this style on from Von Karma. Probably. So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, huh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kid— Oh! Hold on. There we go. Oh shit, it cuts off the— Hold on. I gotta move it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
There. He's got the coffee and everything. It's Godot. What happened to his eyes? I wonder where he got the fucking X-Men mask. Weird. I guess her little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia, you can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death. You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. death row, but he has been there for 5 years. I believe... Okay. I could be very wrong on this, because I'm not very familiar with the whole topic of death row sentencing. But I believe the date gets picked, and you stay in prison until your execution day. I believe that's how it works. So, like, if you get a death sentence, you don't get, like, executed right away. I believe a date gets scheduled, and you stay in prison until that time. I could be completely wrong. Was he on the way to his execution? I don't think so. I think he was on his way to solitary confinement. That is not the right spelling. I think he was being moved somewhere else. But we don't know if it was his execution or not. Okay. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. Look at his little face! Oh my god! A witness's testimony. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted... Hold on. Hawthorne. Ain't that? Okay. That's the last name that we've heard before. But I don't remember for who. Whoopsies! The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said that she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you must have just mentioned, that wouldn't be exactly the victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha! I see! The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge on the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now! Huh? Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty! Wait a minute, that's not right! At least hear the case before you decide on your outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fey. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Oh, he still has the finger wave and everything. That's great. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite! Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who is in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Gumshoe! He's wearing a different jacket and everything. That's hilarious. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe! Dick Gumshoe! I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir! I finally got promoted to the detective division a half a year ago! I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am! You got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous! Alright! Excuse me? No, seriously. My heart, it's aching for ya! Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. Hi, Phoenix Wright, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Alright. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Do I have any evidence? I do. Autopsy report. Stabbed with a knife in the back, died from blood loss between 4 and 5. Okay. I love Edgeworth. Dude, we all love Edgeworth here. Oh, yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met here, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, her killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Ooh, bridge map. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor. It does the shrug thing, too. That's great. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me, and get ready. Is he addicted to tea and not coffee? Something is different about Edgeworth's face, too. I don't know what. I think he just looks younger, because this case is 6 years ago. And he's a child. Basically. He just looks younger. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at the police checkpoint. We set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right. Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. Ha! You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got. Why do you keep calling me kitten? I don't know why. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. She pulled an all-nighter. That's great. Alright, Gumshoe. We're gonna save. If it gives me the fucking option to, please. That'd be great. And we are going to press everything. This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her. Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk. Ooh. According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Ha! Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's the detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. A bridge up in the mountains. But why meet there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Huh, returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. Okay, press everything. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move! We've got you surrounded!" Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Ha! If that's what happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. The criminal stuffed his body into the car trunk. Mr. Falls had a car, then? Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No. Of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. I've been told to look at Discord. That's a good meme! That's a good meme, Mink. That's a good meme. Oh my goodness. Send that to the community Discord. That's a good one. This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Ah! Stuff the body in the trunk! Oh boy. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa! That doesn't look too comfortable! No shit, Sherlock! The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah? Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here. You can't tell this from the you can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back, nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange. Yeah, what the fuck is up with the trunk? What did the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing? I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. It's just what he always says, Your Honor, and then he always says... sorry, I told a little lie. Something like that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely. Arrested at the checkpoint we set up on the mountain. It certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What did you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kinda close. Any later and Mr. Falls could have slipped right by. Listen up, listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. A trap? Walk into it carelessly and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh? No, it's not! Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. Okay. Okay, so we have the map, the victim's note, that bridge, wear white scarf for identification, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must— Oh! Dahlia Hawthorne! Phoenix's girlfriend! From the first case! The victim in this case is her mother! Oh, shit! Not her again! Yeah, wear white scarf for identification. She ain't got no scarf! Hold on, we're gonna save. She's got no scarf! Witness! Yes? What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Fey? I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was going to say! This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. Mihula immediately thought Dahlia from Ronan's campaign. That's a mood. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Fey, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten, want a piece of my coffee candy? Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia, shake it off, you're a lawyer! Detective! Yes, ma'am? This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well, then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten that what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it! Ah! The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I expect she did just that! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for, is it this one perchance? Where did you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested, but as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. The judge looks weird and it's freaking me out. It's a different judge. Judge Reskin. That can't be legal. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Cool. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Fey? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on that bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. Sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving at his whim. Don't forget, kitten, there's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. Genius, huh? Okay. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. There's a witness? Motherfucker! This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the victim wearing the scarf, sir. Oh, it does. Weird. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say that it was a well-intentioned third party. A potential witness! So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Is it the daughter? Is it Dahlia? Did Dahlia take that photo? Huh. Okay. Alright. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So, as you could see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now! Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again! That's not fair! I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Alright, we save and we press everything. We save. God damn. We press everything. Who's this eyewitness? She's a college student. It's Dahlia. It's Dahlia. Dahlia took the picture. A female college student? That's right, meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her. For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all. What is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. A female college student, huh? You mean she's female and a college student, sir? Guys, I think she's female and a college student. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Ugh. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. The Ronin campaign Dahlia would be more useful than this asshole Dahlia. I don't like her. Okay, picture. She's got her scarf. That's not good. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, all right. So about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? She was taking photos of wild flowers, apparently. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Fey. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Spirits! Now that you mention it, this photo. This cloudy fog-like thing. Is it a ghost? I don't believe it! No, Your Honor. No, I don't think it's a ghost. It's a ghost! Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood in this courtroom right now. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case. Oh shit, I missed that. Whatever, it's okay. Fog, it's foggy. Even I slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. Ooh, bridge was slippery. Good to know. Criminal shoved the victim down from behind. What? How is it even possible? The victim is standing face to face. Fuck! Never mind. Okay, that's not the route that I can go. Okay. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal.
Talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian!
Ha! Save your nasty look for the right person. Huh? Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself.
Hey! Watch where you spill your coffee! The court record, huh?
That's what I said 10 minutes ago. Oh, did I present the wrong photo? Wait. What the fuck? Whoops. We are too far ahead. Hold on. They're facing each other. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I press everything. So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. From what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am.
The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too, which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about this testimony that's still bothering me.
Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo.
So what do I do?
You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean.
Of course I do!
So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance.
Yeah, no shit!
Okay, I pressed everything. They're facing each other. In this picture. They're facing each other. What the fuck? They're facing each other!
Where's your hat?
I don't understand! What the fuck?
So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct?
Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere.
Yeah, hair toss. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
Oh, she doesn't look wet! That's right! But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk!
Yeah. She's not wet. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions that day?
The coat. She's not wet! Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what is strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach.
Oh!
That makes so much more sense. The victim had really fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
That's true. He would have had to go around her, or she turned away from him, which would be very stupid. That's true. Yeah. That's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower and sat on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken.
Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? The scarf! The surface of the bridge, huh?
Ha! A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
Neither would a real woman.
It was a scarf! Yeah, exactly!
Of course I can. Here is the evidence that proves that the surface of the bridge was muddy. The scarf! The evidence is this scarf!
Ah!
It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
Hey, same to you, buddy.
Miss Fey's assertion makes perfect sense to me. Ooh, good try, good try. There's a lot of delay. Fuck. Is there? When did you send that metal pipe? You heard metal pipe now? Okay. It's not too bad. It's alright for now. Okay. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at the explanation in this case let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here.
Ha! You're doing pretty well for a little kitten.
Mr. Armando!
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. I also sent that right when I heard it. I typed it beforehand. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk The witness's photos showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence? It's one of those three. What you just said just now, I'm not sure I like that!
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is.
Yes! The false evidence in this case is...
the witness's testimony. If we're talking about the testimony of the witness who took the photo, she's not really here. Dahlia isn't here. So whatever information she gave to Gumshoe to pass on could just obviously be false.
It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us. It could be a lie.
That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true. Ha! It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy wonder over there could have called them in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests the cross-examination of the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Let us cross-witness Dahlia. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth?
Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
It's Dahlia. Where is she? Witness! What is your name and occupation? Dahlia! Oh no!
Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter.
Oh! When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double in a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
Hey, not so fast!
As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Fey! You learn a lot from this man. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of delay. I'll turn this into a two-parter, okay?
He's such a gentleman. He sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir?
Huh? Yes, my dear?
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. This is no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is,
Melissa? Excuse me? And have Fuck no, it's not Melissa!
Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department.
You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo?
Melissa!
Is that accurate? How can you be so mean?
Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you!
Oh, I don't like the turn this is taken.
This is a lot of delay. Okay, I will restart it at part 2.
Huh? Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
What was that? Excuse me? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
What was that? Don't just glaze over that shit. No.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that I called the police.
Okay. Weird. By the way, you were standing when the incident occurred. I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, huh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Wait. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was like, what? What a cute camera! Just like its owner! Shut the fuck up! Alright then, Miss Fey, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Won't you fuck off? Okay. I was using my camera to take pictures of wildflowers. I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and I took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Well, it shows the moment of them meeting, but it doesn't show the actual moment of the crime. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Dude.
Witness, when you said it took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are 2 people facing each other. You testified that you saw the 2 of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment.
Ah!
Guys, my timer went off. I have to go get the rest of my laundry.
So, I'll be right back. Enjoy this suspenseful music as I go get and finish the rest of my laundry. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. Okay, chat, I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience. That was the last of my laundry, and if I didn't finish that, like, now, then I would have entirely forgotten about it. Okay. Alright. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Anji, hi! It's me!
Well, you see,
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
but if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
No! I guess he is Canadian. My apologies, young lady, but Miss Fey's assertion is not without a certain moment of merit. Amount of merit, sorry, whoopsies.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry.
I'm a very bad girl!
I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film!
This photo was the last one.
What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details.
It seems that Miss Fey's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, huh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening.
Ugh.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge.
Oh, this is the thing from earlier. This is the... Huh. Suddenly they just started fighting. The victim turned around and tried to run away. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. I don't like her! Okay, wait a fucking minute. Yeah, okay. The victim turned around and tried to run away. How the fuck can she do that when the bridge is destroyed? That would be so stupid! Why is she on that side of the bridge anyway? Like...
Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Fey! I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry! Fuck you!
One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were 2 contradictions!
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end!
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5, because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. Ah!
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court! Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
Or what are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying? I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous!
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Ha! That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward!
Well, Miss Fey, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
Huh? I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, it wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady, may I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh, well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
Ha! That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Fey, your cross-examination if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. What?
Okay. He stabbed her in the back. He quickly picked her up in his arms. He carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
What?
No, dude, that's not the only way that he could have made sure that the body stayed hidden. You could have just dumped her in the river like he did with this past crime. Yeah, dude. You just dump her in the river, my guy.
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah!
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above Eagle River. You could bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Fey, but I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Ooh.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Fey would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Quite true. Miss Fey, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Ugh. Don't mind me, Chad. Almost choking on my spit. Anyways.
I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw.
Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
Who is he talking about?
Alright.
Alright, I'll do my best.
Alrighty. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. He carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid her body in there. He could just leave the body on top of the bridge.
Wait.
He carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there.
She couldn't have been able to see that.
Because earlier she stated that she was beyond the other side of the cliff.
She couldn't have been able to see the car.
Get away with murder. Hot to get away with murder. What? Yeah, okay. It's alright. You can change it. You can edit it. Yeah, there's a cliff side on there's the cliff edge on the left side of her photo. She wouldn't have been able to see. Him breaking into the car and stuffing the body into the trunk.
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Huh? Done what?
Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Fey?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
You're saying that you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram.
The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here.
Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
Ah!
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could have not have possibly seen the killer's car.
Ah!
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Huh?
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car. No! Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? What does that mean? Your Honor,
Don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify about only what she saw with her very own eyes. Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute! You can't just say that! Miss Fey, no one on the face of the planet is perfect.
Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair!
Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Don't look back until the trial's over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair!
Okay, kitten, you need to relax. I need to remember. The other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of suspicious people on the side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid.
Marks left on the trunk?
I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
That's true, there are marks on the lid of the trunk. Okay, she's not lying about that. What? Let me see that photo!
Oh, just checked it. Okay.
There are. It's true. These certainly do look like scratch marks around the keyhole. He's turning into a microwave. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Fey, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere?
Yeah, how does she know that the body was stuffed in the trunk when there was this huge big-ass cliff in the way?
Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her.
Ha! I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Fey explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was...
She put the corpse in herself!
There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Naturally. When she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that...
I don't think so. Ooh, excuse me, Jesus.
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car! He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting in a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster.
If she gets convicted now, she could be loose again at the later case. No, okay, so... Or they messed up the time. No. So, the first case happened a year ago, before present time of the game. This case happened 6 years ago of present time of the game. This case happened before the first case. I believe. So basically just that's true. It is a murder. But then again, it's also Phoenix Wright, and we can have a Frenchman and a Tigray and a ghost girl and a super old man chucking seeds at us. All in the same case. As well as Maya in a maid dress. So it's Phoenix Wright. Okay. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No! Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. We already know that at the time, she was taking photographs. Nice try! Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing! On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not even been pushed by Miss Foster herself. What? Oh, it was the camera. It has a timer on it. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fey? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? Listen. This is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? And answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa's Foster on the incident on the bridge occurred? She was... Fuck! No. Wait, I just wanted to see the photo. She couldn't have been the How? Is she the victim? Yes, I know, I'm aware. She set her camera up and went somewhere else. Yeah, I think she was... Okay, wild shot here. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order, Miss Fey! What on earth? Your Honor, if I may. At departing with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine! Of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? Never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What?
It's the only possible explanation.
They were in cahoots!
The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well.
After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. We're gonna go with that, yep. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
Are you just making this up as you go along? Where's your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open.
It's the scarf. It's the scarf. Because he asked her to wear an identifying piece of clothing, and it's the scarf.
Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. Ah! It was Mr. Falls who requested—
Ooh, hello! Someone's here! Holy shit! Oh my god! Astro Dude 1987, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. It's a new person. Ah! Welcome, welcome. We have a 10-minute timer on chat just to prevent bots, but once that's up and you prefer to chat, you can chat once that timer is up. We're doing a blind playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. You'll be able to talk fairly soon. Ooh, nice one. Good one. Welcome, Ritual. Ah! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty. We're gonna hop back into things. Welcome, Metal Pipe. Oh boy. Alright. We have welcome Metal Pipe. Oh shit! Sorry guys, hold on. I opened this on the wrong screen. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I can't see chat right now, hold on. And it probably looks really weird. Give me a moment. We save. Title screen. Uno momento. What happened? Why is my screen dark? Technical difficulties! Yay! Ah! Why is my screen black? What the fuck is happening? I don't understand! Okay, hold on. Guys, I need a... My game is entirely black. Hold on, there's gonna be a bit of awkward silence. We're turning the game off and we're just gonna turn it back on. The darkness consumes us. It's coming for us all. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're almost there. Do I have my Discord notifications turned off? I might. I don't know. There we go. That's on the right screen now. Alright. I'll check my Discord. Oh, ballyhoo. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. 5 minutes? Oh, we don't have Hello Darkness, my old friend. That might be copyright, though. I don't know. It might also be a good idea to shorten the timer to 5 minutes. I don't know if I can do that during a stream, though. I will take that into consideration. Alright! Ahem!
It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he had asked, anyone would have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No! Is she dead? Oh, she fainted.
Just the Hello Darkness, my old friend. I don't know how long of a clip, how long a section of a song would be considered copyright, so I don't know. Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
Hmm.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up a camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Ha! Well, then we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well, this court is in recess. Woo! Alright, that's the end of part 1. Oh wait, the stream delay doesn't seem to be too bad. Right now, at least. Okay, chat. Do we continue, or do we split this into 2 parts? What's the plan? What are we doing? Because it feels like the stream delay... Delay check! Nice metal pipe, good try. When'd you send that? It's not as bad as it used to be. As it usually is. It's not bad. I heard metal pipe now. Okay, so about... like 5 seconds? Usually it's like 13 or 15 seconds of delay. It's not bad. I'm gonna keep going. It's not terrible. It's not absolutely terrible. We can continue. Ugh. No? Is it bad? I need some music. There, okay. We'll get our creepy death row guy on here. What's the plan, guys? Is the stream delay super bad? Oh, Cell's gotta go. Good timing. It's about 40 to 50 seconds for my message to show up on screen. Feels longer. Jesus! It seems kind of okay. It's not as bad as it's used to be, though, right? Like... It's not as bad as previous instances that we've had. I feel like it's okay. Bye, Sal! Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Greatly appreciate it. Have a good rest of your afternoon. It's worse than normal, but not the worst we had. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. This is a super short case. So we're just gonna keep going. Worse than non-Phoenix Wright Street. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Alrighty. I'm sorry! I want to say thanks, you're real good! You really hooked me up!
Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime.
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past.
Obstacle?
Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information.
Right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. One more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Right.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream about it every day. Uh-oh. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years.
Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true. I did kidnap her 5 years ago. I kidnapped your girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne! She's trying to frame him. There's our motive.
Your girlfriend?
Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
The victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister! I thought it was a mother-daughter situation. Okay, sister. Interesting.
What? Are you serious?
The girl. Let her go! Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance.
The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. First I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie, betray me! Betray us!
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too.
A make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, my girlfriend. My love. My teen angel! Sure, dude.
Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get 1 jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note we send to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket was a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman! That woman, Valerie, she'd do it for real! She'd shoot me for real! Me and Dahlia! I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jump in river! Wait, what's going on? What? I'm so confused. I heard you twice. I just had to reload. Oh my god. I'm a magician. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, for once it's not a problem with my stream. Every other time it is.
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. It's weird, but it does happen.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below.
It's all frame. It's all framed. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear her. I just want to hear answer come from her
Fuck
mouth.
this shit, I'm out.
That's why she jumps. Literally, quite literally. That's all.
So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now?
Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day, on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. And then she jumped.
She fucking...
Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River.
It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute.
You can come back in now. We're about ready to go.
Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing?
Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
They never found her.
Uh-oh. Swallowed by a river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? How old are you? You were 20 during this case? 14! I guess we were robbing cradles before diamonds! She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days.
Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a...
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet.
Diamond! The training wheels come off now, Mia. You gotta strike while the iron is hot. Mute yourself first! Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady. Yeah, you're an asshole. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try and pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer.
Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Fey, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yes, of course. I think.
Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles. Aww, that's her catchphrase. She got it from him. That's adorable. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish you could quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me? May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course! Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like!
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. Looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say.
What the witness has to say.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Out of the country, huh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet! Oh, these guys are fucking weird. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Okay. Out of the country! Okay. We never told you about this. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Huh? Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Press harder! You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day... Oh, excuse me. Then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's a clearly bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Add it to the testimony. Your Honor, what the witness said just now is tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not what I... Enough! Witness, if you would! My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Okay. Guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. But you were. Even though it technically wasn't white. Wait a minute. We didn't tell you the cover of that scarf. The color. Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. Oh, you're talking about this scarf right here, huh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh, Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. I'm not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but... There's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is because she knew about the note. Her note. Witness, have you ever seen this note? Note? No, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Falls' instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf? Ah! Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said a white scarf. Well, Miss Foster? No!
Order, 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 Mr. Edgeworth! I'm waiting for an explanation! I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. The time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person? That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was Dahlia.
She's not dead!
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne! I'd never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name, right here.
What's this? So who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Fey must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying?
Of course people thought she had died 5 years ago when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are.
Even you couldn't. Miss Fey, you're not saying...
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Huh, nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire.
But unless you could tie all those loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Witness! Just who are you anyway?
I'm...
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself! Your Honor, I have an admission to make. Honestly, I never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't... He knew? This motherfucker. Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did he say?
Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way, but then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to... the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But, I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see.
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to the crime.
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder.
Really, Miss Fey, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost.
How dare you? Please, let's take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something more precious, her big sister. Miss Fey must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What?
I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Fey, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason could this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
Ha! I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
That wasn't me, it was this guy, this crazy coffee addict.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty, boy?
Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. You just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Oh, coffee number 2! Thank you.
Okay.
Up to me.
Ah, the rashness of youth. How charming.
It's coming from someone younger than me.
Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Fey! What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? Talk to Dahlia this time. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Do we have 2 breaks or just 1? It was just the 1.
Oh, save!
Well, let me save after this.
The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal the world the whole truth.
The whole truth!
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie, to keep her mouth shut permanently.
A terrific story, Miss Fey. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Fey. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it'll explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more? My little maple leaf. Ugh.
Okay. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. This will be the last time you hide beneath your womanly wiles?
Okay, whatever. The stone? Yeah, it's the diamond.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Fall. Yeah, ew.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Exactly, dude.
The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
That's fucking bullshit. Uh-huh. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred.
With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fey!
Yes, Your Honor.
As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
Fuck you! Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again!
Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up, we've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Come on, kitten, don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret.
Okay, alright, okay. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. She made the exchange. She shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
How could she do that?
That isn't possible.
Yeah.
That's one damn rope suspension bridge, my guy. Like, excuse me?
You see that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true! I felt a push on my back! I'm certain of it! It was Mr. Falls! I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed a bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below, a most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Ah!
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference.
You're right! If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see,
Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge.
What do you mean?
After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls was panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
There's no possible way for her to do that!
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
You can't be serious! Oh my god! Order! Order in the court! It seems Miss Fey's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Fey's assault. What? I do believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record, the fucking photo. Look at all those fucking side ropes and wires. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. No!
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him.
He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls has been shot in the right arm.
Ah!
And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range.
Hair toss. I'm better than you.
So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That's clearly impossible.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally!
What? Is that the same tiger sound effect from the previous case? Where did that come from? Okay.
Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous! My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Oh? Then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river?
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River.
It's
big shiny stone! 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond.
No, it can't be.
Yes, Dahlia had planned it from the beginning. The $2 million. Ooh, excuse me. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. The last minute she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
Why, that's simply ridiculous! Order! 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 Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old! Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder.
What do you mean by that?
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do.
Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
Oh. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this?
Yeah, she's a bitch! Forgive me, it's just hilarious.
Witness! Is that you?
You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally. You do have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14 I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Fey?
I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? Ugh. How could I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I'm forced to reject the assertions made by the defense.
Of course you are. Is this it? Is this really over? That girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it.
Ha! Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that?
Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Ha! Automod got her! Automod gotcha, Mink! She is a bitch!
Testimony?
Ooh, I need some Wawa. On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Falls' stolen car, and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. The one person that can testify to that demon woman's crimes. It's her guy. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was, in fact, her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her.
Let me call her a bitch, damn it.
There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this?
Why not?
The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry,
Dahlia! It's true. It's true! You are alive!
you don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it, you already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Dahlia! I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness! Ah! Ah! I'm sorry, I apologize. Water, please! Water! Can't talk. Need water. Huh? Oh, well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. Oh, that's coffee number 3, I think. Nice. Awesome. Well, at least match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Oh, it is Goodell. Ah! Okay. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
Oh, son of a bitch. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you?
That's enough, Miss Fey. His last statement was a fitting way to end the trial, the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Fey, please proceed with your cross-examination.
This is how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Okay. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of you. She talked to me when she left. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. What? Ugh. She would have had to pass him, right? Yeah, that's true. Because she's standing on the right. Yeah, she would have had to pass him. If he waited on the bridge, then their positions... Yeah, the cliff is on the left, so their positions should be opposite. Terry should be standing on the right, Dolly should be standing on the left. And the right side is destroyed. Yeah. No. He clearly states in his testimony that he arrived before she there. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. He arrived before her. He watched the car from the bridge. He didn't put any body. He came before. Whoopsies! You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. I'm sure he is. Zeroy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye. He says he did. I'm gonna present this photo. Oh my fucking god! So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh? What? What? Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fey. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Dahlia did. Just look at this photo, it's perfectly clear. Obviously the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls? Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I go there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. So she brought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under the base of the tree there. Oh my god! Wow. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. This little bottle on a necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed. There certainly was enough time for it. I still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? Oh, shit! Oh! Oh my god! That's enough. Please. Witness! I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No! We are so close! Just a little more! I was going to prove your innocence! No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls! Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Oh my fucking god! Mr. Falls! Dahlia fucking won. Wow! And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners. Only losers. Wow. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. That's why she's free. That's why she stayed free until the first case. Wow. Unforgivable. That witch.
Mr. Armando.
We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Mia. Yeah! Sexy saxophone! It's Godot! Cue the sexy saxophone! We have the in-game theme, the sexy saxophone. Dude, it's Godot. That's Godot, my guy! Wow! Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Oh my god! Dude! You need a band-aid! Oh my god. Dude! Are you okay? The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Mr. Armando.
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time, and you file them away and eventually forget them. Oh my god! 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Oh, first case. There we go. Yeah, sick phoenix. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. Phoenix, why are you in the hospital? It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Oh my god! Oh my god, Dahlia, you bitch! Okay. Guys, I have a feeling that Dahlia's gonna be in this last case, too. What the fuck did you just type? Why does... Mink, you definitely cannot type today. Jesus. Don't tell me she got free. I'm assuming she did. Okay, we're gonna watch the beginning cutscene of the last case. This is case number 5. I cannot see her anymore. We're gonna watch the beginning cutscene of the last case. And then we're gonna call it. Alright, chat. Leave me alone. Alright. Here we go, guys. Ah! Hi! Ami? Oh god, Shichishito, the treasured Korean village heirloom, whose name means 7-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. The choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes but to one end, one merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed... Ugh. Oh, shit! The illusion is revealed and the impossibility of fate finally laid bare. Oh no! That's not good! Oh no! Okay, so I'm assuming that we're dealing with both Dahlia, and I think we're dealing with Morgan, too. I think Morgan, because that was Morgan's theme. When we talked with Morgan a lot, that was the theme that usually played when we were talking with her. I think we're dealing with Morgan. Morgan and Dahlia. Oh, shit. We got, O umlaut, U umlaut, and A U umlaut on normal keyboard, so it's not that difficult to use, accidentally use them, I can imagine. Oh my god. Somebody died to the shimi show. Yep, that's how you pronounce it. How do I remember that? I just got a big brain, man. I remember that theme. That was from the second game, too, so it wasn't too long ago. The second game with Morgan. And at the end of that case, it was said that Morgan would get, the Faye's general theme. Yeah, that's true. Also, welcome to the chat, Astro, dude. Thanks again for the follow. I know the German name for it. Yeah, I do. I took German. I took German as my language class. But yeah, at the end of that case, Morgan was like, I will get my revenge! So I think we're gonna deal with Morgan and Dahlia. Double duo combo. Yes, yes. Still makes me happy that you know that, though. Aw, you're welcome. Edgeworth is undefeated until 1-2, so Mia was never going to win. That is true. Wow, I forgot about that. Alright, is there anyone that I can raid? Maybe here? No. A chance will present itself, your time will be— Yeah! Yeah, I think we're gonna deal with Morgan! Oh my god! Yeah, I do not see any of my buddies live. Alright,
Chat, you guys can just go scatter.
I don't know when the next stream will be. I have a bit of a— Oh. Nice job, chat. Good pipe. That one got me a little bit. Anyways, I don't know when the next stream will be. I have a long weekend because, Because I have off of work. So I don't know. Get Edgeworth in the next case. I'm assuming that we're gonna get Edgeworth in the next case. The next case is long as fuck. I'm assuming we're gonna get Edgeworth. If we got Edgeworth in this case, I want to see them be boyfriends again. Oh, yeah. Case 5 is the last case, and then we're done with Ace Attorney Trilogy. And then when we're done with Ace Attorney Trilogy, it's, Tears of the Kingdom Create Run Nuzlocke. It's gonna be great. Oh, I gotta finish Mario Sunshine too. That's gotta be a thing. So, yeah, once we finish Ace Attorney and Sunshine, it's gonna be Tears of the Kingdom Nuzlocke. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a fun and wild time. Yes, yes. Alright, chat, there's nobody for me to raid, so I'll let you guys scatter. Go support a big streamer, go support a small streamer, go anywhere you want, man. I don't want Ace Attorney to end. There are other Ace Attorney games. There are. I have the rest of them on the Switch so that we don't have stream delay. I got them on the Switch. There's more. There's 3 more. And they're all the collections versions, so. Alright. Chat. These streams helped me in my last English exam? Aw, hell yeah! I'm glad to be a source of study material. Alright, chat. Remember to drink some water. Remember to eat some snacks. Remember that you are a loved and valued person. Thanks again for AstroDude1987 for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. We are 1 follower closer to a blind playthrough of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Yes, yes. I could use some of the English words I learned here that have to do with court. I could use them in my text. Ah, hell yeah! Dude, that's sick! I don't know which ones exactly, but I know I learned them here. Oh my god. Alright, chat. I'm officially hopping off for the day. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. Alright, bye guys! When will next stream be? I don't know! Join the Discord if you want to find out! Yep, okay. Bye-bye, guys! Bye-bye! 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 What? Yes, join the Discord! Do it! Join the Discord! We got a Discord server! Yes, it's great! Join the Discord! Bye, guys! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Oh, goodness. Ugh.